Hello there. In this video, I would like to uh, talk about my thoughts about the operating system Linux. Recently, I put it up on a laptop, which I have because I got a new one, and my older I dual booted my older laptop with Ubuntu Linux alongside Windows 7. And so I would like to study the Linux operating system and learn to use it because it has many advantages, and I believe it's a very viable option to use, even well, maybe not instead of Windows, but alongside it, because if I talk for myself at least, then there is some software that I have on which runs on Windows, and it is not doesn't exist actually for Linux, or at least the alternatives that are there are not usable. I have to have Microsoft Office, Excel, Word. Don't use PowerPoint so much, or at least Excel and Word, and the so-called LibreOffice Calc, which is the Linux equivalence of Microsoft Office Excel. It's just doesn't work. It's not good enough, at least. And then there are some other software like related to music and sound producing and such. But if most of your computer use is browsing the internet, sending a few emails, going to Facebook and such, and maybe do make documents in a word processing editor like Microsoft Word, or as it's called in Linux, LibreOffice. Can't remember the name of it, but it's a word processing editor. Then Linux is, it's a very viable option, at least, and I feel it is quite amazing that there are thousands, maybe tens of thousands of programmers, even software engineers, highly educated people who are working on Linux and developing applications, software for the public to use, and it's totally free of charge. It's amazing. It is almost too good to be true, which reminds me of a story I heard many years ago. About Mexicans. Few Mexicans who were talking, and that the Mexicans, they like to well, many of them want to go to America. They hear that the living standard of life is much better there, and there's so much poverty in Mexico, as probably many of you know. So these three men were talking, and one of them said, we should go to America. You should go to America. I tried to speak like a Mexican, not very good at it probably. And he said, it's everything free in America. Everything so much better. If you want to go out to eat, they pick you up in a nice car, in a limousine sometimes. And they take you to a restaurant and you eat beautiful food. Then you go someplace to dance. You get wine, everything free, And then you get to sleep in a nice hotel. Everything free. Well, his fellow Mexicans weren't a little bit skeptic about this and didn't believe him. And no, I'm telling you the truth. It's all free. It's so nice, said the other one. Then one of them asked him, "Have you ever been to America?" And he replied, "No, but my sister has."